What's up, everybody? It's Silent CBR, and I hate stoplights. Jesus Christ. Alright. It is hot as hell, and there's another squid up there. And I don't even know what I'm going to talk about today. So, let's just see what happens. I hope my microphone's working, because I adjusted it again, because it sounded like there was a little bit too much wind noise last time. So I guess I'll just start up with upgrades I want to do to my bike, because there's a lot of upgrades I want to do to my bike. I don't have the money to do that. But simple upgrades I can do to my bike would include, like, I'd like to change out my blinkers on the front because they're still stock, and they're giant freaking protrusions out of the side of my bike. I don't know if anybody's seen Honda blinkers stock, but they're huge. I'd love to have some HID projectors with angel eyes. I've always thought those look awesome. Those are kind of expensive though. What are those, like? I don't know, you could probably do it yourself for like 200 or so, probably less. Electrical just sucks, and everybody hates electrical because electrical sucks. I really want an exhaust. An exhaust would be awesome. I like Yoshimura exhausts. I love how they sound on Hondas. It's just the perfect sound, and I think they give you the most performance too. I'm not sure on that one. I couldn't don't quote me on that one. I know they're less expensive than Two Brothers though, which is also, it's another good brand, but I don't know, I just like the Yoshimura is better, and probably a slip-on because a full system is like, I don't know, like $1,400 or some shit, ridiculous amounts for some piping. I broke off one of my mirrors a while ago, and these are aftermarket mirrors. I wish I would have just gone straight to deletes. I didn't know that it was legal in my state to have no mirrors, but I guess it is, so I should have done that. I wish I would have. If I got the exhaust, I'd want to do get rid of the giant fender eliminator, or I'd want a fender eliminator. I already upgraded my levers, some aftermarket levers. They weren't very expensive, but they're awesome. Came out great. Tinted windscreen, I don't know on that one. I would want a black windscreen, but I mean, I see everybody get the double bubble zero gravity windscreens. I just don't think they look good. I really don't. It stands up too tall, I think. I don't know what it is. I don't like it though. Maybe a new gas cap would be cool. I don't know though, because sometimes I park in not the best areas, and I wouldn't doubt it if people would siphon out my gas, or try to. So that one's kind of like 50-50. I'd want to paint like my frame. Well, not my frame. My frame's black. But like my rear sets and stuff. If I had some aftermarket rear sets, that'd be awesome. I want blue rims, but I want my bike to be black. I want a new fairing kit, but that's expensive too. All kinds of money being thrown at my bike. If I had it, I would do it too. I know I would. I'm bad about it. So many things I want to do to my bike. I wonder if they have like gear that cools you down, kind of like heated gear. Like it pumps like propylene glycol or something. Dude, that'd be cool. Well, the propylene glycol is what they use at bars to keep beer cold on the taps. There's your fun fact of the day. I painted my rear tire auger just because my buddy spent like $115 to get a new rear tire auger, and I was like, I can do it for a lot cheaper than that. Got a spray paint can and painted it, and it looks great. What you get now? Yeah, of course. There's no cruisers in my area. Well, there's road, and a lot of bikes ride on it. So recently I've been seeing, I know last year, but recently cops have been sitting on it. Last year there was cops sitting on it, and every time I would go down it, they would follow me and piss me off, because then I can't drive one. But that's what they do around my city, because they got nothing better to do, because apparently there's no rapists or murderers or anything bad that happens. No, there's no drugs. No, just speeding tickets. That's all they got. God, it's so hot. 95 and humid. And when I say humid, I mean like 60, 70, 80% humidity. It is hot. It's freaking dripping. Oh, I want a crash cage instead. I got a Shogun system, which is, they're good sliders, great frame sliders is what everybody says. And I've never had to test them out, so it makes me pretty fortunate. But crash cage would be awesome, because that way I really wouldn't have to worry about it. I've seen a lot of people with race rails, and race rails would be cool too. But I feel that if I'm going up to race rails, at that point I just might as well have the extra part and go towards the crash cage. This is where they're usually sitting, which they're not today. Which makes me happy. I wonder if anybody's ever been pulled over for doing this, just warming up their tires, just swerving a little bit. I'm sure people have. And gotten tickets for it too, I'm sure. Reckless endangerment or some shit. That's another question. How do you like to ride? If you're going to hit some corners, do you ride really aggressively, or do you kind of just keep it calm? Because what I like to do when I'm hitting streets like this, where it's, you know, relatively twisty, I like to ride up it one way and back down the other way. I ride up the first time, I like to, you know, check it for debris, make sure there's no broken glass, sand, nails, stuff like that. And I'll go to this one and then a couple others, and then come back and hit them all on the way back. Pretty hard, but when I hit the first ones, when I go on it the first time around, I like to ride it relatively calm, just so I know I'm not hitting a patch of sand and flying off the road. That would suck. You go 45 at this railroad up here, you can jump it. One time I was coming in here, I rode down this way and back up the way that I'm going. I hit that hard, I was just like, phew! I don't know, probably a foot or two in the air. Felt like I was on the Isle of Man. In one of my favorite riding circles today. I think most people have favorite riding circles, favorite areas they like to ride, little getaway roads. It's my little getaway from life road. To get out here, I kind of just, no stress, no worries, just ride. Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope you liked the video. If you have any topics you want me to talk about, don't be scared to comment them. I won't mind talking about any of them. I mean, something to talk about, having something to talk about is probably a lot easier to do than the one I just did, where I just went right into it. I'll try to get some topics for my next video, some set topics of things for me to talk about. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Later.